week 4 of 52. Sorry, I was just getting my materials. We did it, guys. We're already 1 month underway in our RYT 300 yoga teacher training. If you are not enrolled in degree track and you would like to be, you can enroll at http://ShareLove.Fund/training. If you are just here to stretch and feel good and you don't really care if you earn a yoga teaching degree, that is great too, because just by joining us today and exercising yourself, you are actually raising money for ShareLove.Fund's, because with every view, it helps with our YouTube monetization program. So it's philanthropy and it's an investment in yourself. I am teaching for a cause. I'm a lawyer by trade. For those of you who have not met me, I'm a real estate professional, but I was moved during COVID for the plight of incarcerated women. They could not see their children because of COVID regulations in 2020. And I wanted to devise a way where they could use their time behind bars productively. I created the SHARE method, which is not necessarily a yoga methodology, but more of a teaching methodology. How to teach people who may be illiterate, may have limited education, and so forth. And so the SHARE method was designed to create confident yoga teachers with no tests or quizzes on a system built upon the principles of kinetic learning and repetition. When we opened up this program to the public as a way to sell our degrees to generate revenue for our incarcerated women's program, and then we grew to do a high school outreach program, when we opened it up to the public, everybody wanted tests. Everybody wanted quizzes. So we do have tests and quizzes, but they're optional. Today is a special day, but first, I invite you to sit down in a comfortable seated position. Also, I think I just dropped my mic. I'm not sure where it went, but I apologize for the sound. We're trying something new. Okay, I don't know. I heard it drop, but I'm not sure where it went. Oh, I see it. It's actually up here. So, one of our, excuse me, let me get this. One of our listeners, it was so nice. He sent a mic to our P.O. box. So I think that was a gentle hint that I should get a little more professional. So this is the first time testing this mic. I don't know how it sounds. I'm using sort of my regular speaking voice that I used last week. And I'm not sure if I should adjust that with this mic. So a little bit we're learning on the job, but the price is right. Anyway, so I love your feedback on this, but it was really nice. If people send things to our P.O. box, and you're welcome to do that as well. Our address is 41 Purdy Avenue, number 567, Rye, New York, 10580. Okay, so I invite you to come to a comfortable seated position, and let's just take a few breaths together. Remember that your own natural breathing rhythm is a breathwork technique in and of itself. We could have a Zoom and you could teach me your breathing pattern. Maybe it's regular, maybe it's irregular, but it's yours, and that is a way to breathe. That is a breathing technique. And so feel empowered in that. You've been breathing your whole life. You certainly know how to do it, or you wouldn't have gotten this far. Of course, we can learn from each other. We can optimize our minds, bodies, and souls. But remember, you are not starting from scratch. So I invite you to take a few more breaths and just settle into the here and now. We have 90 minutes together. I'm sure you have a million things to do. Today is my daughter's birthday. I'm super excited. She turns 14, and I have a million things to do too, but guess what? Everything can wait because I know I will be a better mom and a better person when I stop, take the inward journey, and then come out of meditation presenting myself to the world as the best version of me. And I invite you to do the same. Inhale. You can inhale through your nose unless it's obstructed. And a big cleansing breath out the mouth. Inhale light and love and all that serves you. And exhale all that excess stress and debris. Feel your shoulders literally drop on the exhale and feel your neck and crown of your head rise and elongate with your spine tall like our handsome Mr. Bones here. Inhale, confidence, chest opener. It's okay to smile. There's no rule against smiling in this yoga class. And exhale. You can shake it out a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Because you have the privacy of YouTube streaming, try to, on your exhale, make a sound, vocalize it to really get out all that tension. So you can inhale, and I'm gonna sound silly, but it's for a good cause, and exhale like, ah. Inhale, exhale, ah. Or however you want. You can even inhale, la, 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 and exhale, blah. Whatever sound you want to make, it's okay because it's yoga and it's not that serious. And laughter is the best medicine. So I invite you to take a moment just playing with that. Just play with your breath. It's okay to have a little fun. One of the advantages of not being in a large group class is that you get to experience what it feels like to have a private lesson. Just be you. There's no judgment. Success is you maximizing your time. And for a lot of people, maximizing their time would be to get the ultimate de-stressor benefits. Inhale and exhale. For this class, as we continue our inhales and exhales for about 2 more minutes, I want you to think about setting an intention. Your intention can be for this class. It could be for the day. It could be general, specific. But the idea is that a lot of the feedback I'm receiving when I'm working with our students is that they feel like life is coming at them. They feel like people are talking at them. They feel like things at work are happening to them. And that puts people on the defense. And that can feel a little bit out of control. It could lead to anger and resentment. And so by setting an intention, it's a way to put our mindset on the offense. What do you want to go after today? What do you want to seek from this class? How do you want to present yourself to the world? Let us breathe.
How do you feel? Are there thoughts or feelings that you came up with that you would like to reflect on later? If so, I invite you to drop a quick note in the comments if you want to share that with a group so that you get the benefits of group support to help you stay on track. Or if it's private, you can create a memo on your phone or a piece of paper. If you're as old as I am and you know what that is. And the idea of jotting down our thoughts, the idea of journaling, is so we can come back to these ideas and reflect upon them, knowing that this state of mind is accessible to us. And you can take a moment and just kind of retrace your steps to the path to this current state of mind you may be experiencing. And this will help you find it more easily the next time. Okay, while we are comfortable and relaxed, I invite you to stretch your neck if that feels good, or wiggle around, or just maintain this comfortable seated position with attention to engaging your core and lengthening up. You can still have a mild ab workout just by sitting. And the longer you sit, then the easier it is to sit longer in a meditative posture, which makes it easier to meditate for longer later. So I'm really, really excited to share with you our 2023 Scholarship Award winner, Cassy Pippin. Unfortunately, she can't be with us in person today, and we are just experimenting with this new live on YouTube way to collaborate. So YouTube just released an option where two people from different locations can live stream. My expertise is not tech, and 100% of donor dollars for our charity go to the actual women and youth in need. So I don't have, a lot of support in figuring out the tech. So we're a little bit slow to figure it out, but hopefully we will. But maybe one day, for folks who can't come in person, maybe one day we will be able to jointly stream together from two different locations. We just, it was a little bit last minute, so we couldn't figure that out for today. So instead, I will read you her essay that earned her our 2023 Scholarship Award winner spot. So this is Cassy's essay. She titled it, "The Search for Something More: How Yoga Changed My Life." And you can see this essay in its entirety in the transcript of this video just by scrolling over it. And also we are going to work on publishing it on our blog page. And Cassy was really nice to give us her permission to do that. And I'm just so proud of her. And one of the most awesome things for me in doing this mission is these incredible people that I've met, like Cassy. And if I can help her in some small way, just knowing that honestly helps me in such a large way. There's so much power in the interconnectedness of us all. I truly believe that we live in a web, and when we accept that, we can really harness the power of the web. Okay, so without further ado, I'll reread the title and I'll try to not interrupt her beautiful, beautiful words. So please join me in listening to Cassy's beautiful words and celebrating her courage to apply for our scholarship position and earning the title as our 2023 Scholarship Award winner. Good job, Cassy Pippin. I'm so proud of you. Okay, here are your beautiful words that we're sharing with the world. The search for something more: how yoga changed my life. My life has been filled with a series of bad decisions, confusion, and misunderstanding. Growing up, I was an addict. That was the one thing I could rely on to make me feel better. And it remained pretty much a constant. In 2016, I suffered a disability, dislodging my foot in a motorcycle accident. And in 2017, my mother committed suicide. She had schizophrenia. I fell into a severe depression, isolating myself from my children and the world. I think I had an actual breakdown at that point. I lost everything after that. I ended up sleeping in my car for about a year and a half, and I just didn't care what happened to me. In June of 2019, my two youngest girls and I got in the car and headed out to a month-long road trip. We spent time at a friend's down in Galveston, Texas, and then headed to California. Yoga to help me find something I thought I would never find, myself. I've gained a better understanding of myself and others and have been on this journey of letting go of all the things that hold me back and are harmful to me. I've developed a strong sense of self-care and patience. Yoga gave me permission to end the self-destructive behavior and release my guilt. I started to see life through a new set of eyes and view things in a new perspective. I'm not quite where I need to be yet, but I'm headed in the right direction. I've taken online classes. I have even bought books and have been educating myself on yoga anatomy, breath work, stretching, creating my own yoga practices, among other things like the history of yoga. I've even made myself flashcards. And I received a yoga mat, yoga socks, and more as gifts. And I go online and I practice yoga. I've spent endless hours researching yoga teacher training and scholarships. I've spent a month writing this essay on what I would do if I received a scholarship and how yoga has changed my life. I've even gone as far as creating a business plan and spent countless hours learning about everything involved in running a business. I've taken free online courses in becoming an advocate, chair yoga and palliative care, the benefits of yoga for victims of domestic violence, and I continue to learn. I am passionate about yoga and how I could use it to give back to people that are in need of knowledge and practice. I'm just going to fix a technical issue. I'm just going to fix a technical issue. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I think. Okay, I think that we have solved the technical issue. Sorry about that. Okay. Continuing on with Cassy's really moving and passionate essay as our 2023 Scholarship Award winner. Okay. I'm passionate about yoga and how I could use it to give back to people that are in need of knowledge and practice. Yoga has changed my life and has become a lifestyle for me. I have changed my eating habits, and now I strive to show respect for all things. I've developed an appreciation for the small things in life, and I understand that we are all connected in the universe. I see the beauty in things and appreciate how amazing life is. I finally feel like I've been given a purpose. I believe that good will come from all of my struggles and pain that I carried with me for so long. My community does not have any real yoga instruction. Family Y offers classes, however, they are poorly executed. My community is in dire need of yoga instruction. I could give my community something real. I could give others the tools to transform their lives with yoga. I have so much insight, and I know what it is to be beyond despair. I could show others something they did not even know they were missing. I would not stop with just me. I do have a physical disability now that prevents me from performing certain asanas without modifications. And unfortunately, there are a lack of resources in my community to get me where I need to be. I can do anything I set my mind to. I can overcome any obstacle. I can be the spark that ignites in so many lives, and I will be. I lack the financial stability to obtain the training to carry out my vision. And I'm asking you if you would take a chance on me, to give me the opportunity to learn and grow. To learn and grow with your invaluable training to become certified in yoga teacher training so that I can start helping those who are in need. I could help victims of domestic violence, those in palliative care, and many others. I want to use the time I have left in this world to make a difference. And I believe that yoga is the answer. I'm committed to making the most of the time I have left on this earth. I want to use yoga to make a positive difference in my community and beyond. With certification, I have the power to use my gift to help people in need. Yoga has changed my life, and now I want to use it to change the lives of others. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to reach out to you. I hope that this will be the beginning of getting to know each other and what could be the start of my next journey. Thank you so much, Cassy Pippin, for your beautiful words, and ShareLove.Fund is so humbled and honored to affiliate with you and partner with you as you continue your journey May you make the best of our scholarships, and may you continue to be a lifelong learner and a family of the ShareLove.Fund community and alumni base. Together, we are stronger, and it starts with having that vision. And it starts with having the courage to communicate that vision to others. And it starts with accepting that sometimes we need to ask for help. And it's pretty awesome, because when you make that ask, you realize how many people were just waiting to be asked. So thank you for asking us, and thank you for letting us be part of your journey. So with that, let us inhale, arms up, and exhale, rainbow arms to the side, and we'll begin our stretches. For those of you who are new to ShareLove.Fund, rainbow arms is one of my favorite poses, because in a custodial situation for the incarcerated women that we serve, I love to tell them that they can paint a rainbow. Like, imagine I have a paintbrush in my left hand and I'm just painting the ceiling with a certain color. You can figuratively paint a rainbow wherever you are. So here, your left arm is reaching to the right side. Reach, 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 and exhale. Reach, 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 and exhale. Reach, 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 and exhale. Bring both arms level to center, and here we are practicing warrior 2 arms. And if you're not sure if your arms are kind of level or not, you can gently lift your palms up. This allows your shoulders to drop. So just try it. Lift your palms up. Do you feel your shoulders drop? And then when your shoulders drop, when you feel like your shoulders are down and relaxed, you can, again, face your palms down. Reach with your right hand all the way up and around to the left side. Not reaching forward, but imagine that your arm is just brushing against the surface behind you, vertical. So reach with your right hand all the way to the left side. Reach, 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 and relax. Reach, 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 and relax. Reach, 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 and relax. We'll continue to rainbow our arms back and forth. I'm going to address the comments in this YouTube as well as the comments on Teachable, so that you folks get real-time answers for your real-world questions. So please continue to do rainbow arms, or if you prefer an alternative stretch, go for it. And I'm going to check out the questions so that I can make sure that this class is exactly what you're seeking. Reach, 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 and relax. Reach, 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 and relax. Continuing the rainbow arms, stretching the obliques, stretching the entire side body, and practicing the concept of pairing your breath with movement. Reach, 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 and relax. Reach, 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 and relax.
teaching, you can visualize the different colors of the rainbow. Maybe you're painting red, maybe you're painting blue. You can also draw your concentration deeper by thinking about the texture. How does it feel? Is the paintbrush heavy? Is the paint dripping? Are you painting stucco and it feels a little gritty? By focusing on imagining the texture and weight, it's a way to draw our minds inward, even if you're not so comfortable with meditation. So with the last big sweep on each side, so we'll reach the right hand all the way over. Exhale, shake it out. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Walk the hands out to one side. And take a few breaths here to stretch the side body further. And walk the hands to the other side, and we'll stretch on the other side. Gently walking your hands up, we'll pivot around so we're facing the side of the mat. Just gonna fix my outfit so no skin shows. We'll tuck in the shirt here. Okay, so maybe the feet can show because it helps with traction. Try to make sure you are not slippery on your mat because we don't want any injuries. And viewer discretion advised if you have an injury or you need to see a doctor for advice, please do so. Nothing herein shall be construed as medical advice. Okay, so here we are long ways on the mat with our tailbone grounded, our heels on the ground. I have a slight bend in my knees. Why is that? So my spine can go straight. If your knees can be grounded with the mat and your spine can be straight, then that's great. But for some people, they don't have that hamstring flexibility. So if you don't, bend your knees. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. When you are in this position, gently pedal out one foot, and we'll just enjoy a nice stretch. If you can't kick the foot out all the way, if your hamstring doesn't have that kind of flexibility, that's fine. The point is not to look a certain way. The point is for you to enjoy the benefits of a stretch, of a release. As we discussed in prior classes, happiness studies have shown that people are more happy when they experience a release. So it's about the feeling of stretching, not where you are in the stretch. So just enjoy a nice stretch with your right knee bent and your left leg straight. We're going to be here for a while. I know that that is boring for some people, and please feel free to play music during our class. I don't provide a soundtrack because of copyright issues on YouTube, so that's why there's no music playing during this class. But the idea is that you're going to get the benefits of the stretch whether or not your mind is distracted. So if it helps you to distract your mind with music, please feel free to play music while we do this. And the comments that I received were the folks said, make me a pretzel. And so in order to do that, unfortunately, we need to hold these positions for some time for the ligaments to really kind of stop fighting and start giving up and releasing. So to achieve the results that those of you who commented asked for, we're gonna have to hold this for a while. Okay, so with that said, okay, inhale, left arm up and around, grabbing a hold of your left foot. Basically, Your hand should be over your toes. If your hamstrings are tight, then that just means that your knees are more bent. So maybe both legs are bent, but the right leg should be bent more, because what we're really trying to do is use isometrics to really isolate the hamstring on our left side and give it a good old stretch. Okay, so without further ado, so we'll stay here for a little bit, stretching the left hamstring. You can think of this as a nice, long dancer's leg, getting a wonderful stretch. It's also a full back body stretch, even stretching your arms and wrists a bit, even your toes. As you're in it, your body may release a little more, so then try to dig a little deeper into the stretch. Now place both of your feet, the soles of your feet, firmly on the mat. Inhale, arms up, lean forward, but kind of arch your back a little bit so that your navel is against your thighs. Give your knees a hug, rock side to side gently. And on an exhale, straighten out now the right leg. Bring your left hand around your left toes. Right hand over your right toes. If your right hand doesn't reach, you can bend your right knee a little bit. So this left knee will be bent more. Your right leg will be straight, but if this connection doesn't happen, then bend your leg to make the connection, because we're also stretching out our toes and hands and wrist by using the foot as leverage. Also, your body doesn't really know who's touching it. And sometimes by grabbing hold of yourself, it creates a biofeedback where you just kind of have positive feelings of self-love, even though, or kind of being loved, even though you're just with yourself. So these are ways to create confidence and nourishment and support for yourself within your own practice. What we try to do at ShareLove.Fund is to empower all of our graduates to become their own pillar of strength. We want you to not need us anymore. As I always say to our program graduates, I say, I don't need a job. I'm doing this as a volunteer, but you may need a job. So this degree is for you, and may you go out into the world and use this degree and be prosperous. But I always say to our program graduates, I would be very happy to be completely out of a job. I would be very happy to have a prison system that does awesome vocational training and doesn't need me. At ShareLove.Fund, we're about creating solutions, and that is empowering. Okay, so right hand over right toes, kick it out to the extent that that feels comfortable. Left hand over left toes, and that left knee remains bent. And here you're stretching your side body a bit and your hamstring. And we'll hold this a little bit to get a deeper stretch. Okay, and then kick out both legs evenly. Stretch your arms up again to the sky. So this is a seated upward salute. Reach, reach, reach with one hand. Reach, reach, reach with the other. Engage your abdomen. Long spine, crown of your head to the ceiling. Cherry pickers. As you reach with one hand up, you may notice that on the same side, your leg pushes out a bit. So here I have my left hand up to the sky, palm faced inward, and my feet are flexed, and my left foot is kicking out. Here I'm pushing my right hand up, palm face inward, my feet are still flexed, and my right leg is kicking out. While you're doing this, engage your abdomen, head face forward, chin level, and here you're sort of walking in place, shimmying in place, so to speak. Seated upward salute. It's also a hamstring stretch. Inhale again, reaching, 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 and exhale, forward fold. This time we will let our back curve. So this is not like trying to keep your spine straight and seeing how far you can go keeping your spine straight. That's not what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is just to fall forward and just let it all go. Just relax for the full back body stretch. This is a way to stay in your forward fold longer, to get an even deeper stretch, longer than many of you might be able to with a standing forward fold. It's also safer because if you're in a standing forward fold for too long, you might get dizzy or lightheaded. We don't want anyone to fall when you're already on the ground. There's not so far you can fall. We received a comment with the standing forward fold. One of our students said that they feel like there's water in their nose when they lean forward with the standing forward fold. So I think the seated forward fold should help resolve that. But if it doesn't, let us know so that we can keep working at creative solutions to solve the problem so that you get the full benefits of the back body stretch without the funny feeling of water in your nose. So having your comments really, really helps us create better programming. So please, please, please comment in this YouTube, and I will check and personally respond to everything. Or if you feel more comfortable in a private forum, then you can comment in our Teachable. And for those of you not already enrolled, it's http://ShareLove.Fund/train. Okay, so without further ado, we'll exhale, letting the spine curve and just enjoying the full benefits of this back body stretch. And then let your head fall down to your knees and in the direction of your knees, and really try to release any tension from your back of your neck. And to do that, you might want to lean it side to side a little bit, and then exhale, relax. Okay, enjoy. You may want to, for those of you that are a little more flexible, you may want to clasp your hands together and kind of create a lock this way. exhale, slowly walk your way up to a comfortable seated position, drawing your knees inward. Give yourself a nice little hug. As you give yourself a hug, really press your navel up against your thighs, raising the crown of your head to the ceiling, grounding your sits bones into the mat as if they have roots. Then gently allow your left leg to fall to the side in a bent position. Bring your left foot in towards you. Keeping your right leg bent, sweep it all the way across your left. I'm going to shimmy around so that I face forward. Inhale, placing your right sole of your foot on the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale, the right elbow to the right knee. Gently drop your left hand down, palm to the ground, and look towards your left, half Lord of the fishes. And just breathe. This is an excellent twist for cleansing. It looks kind of cool too. Has a cool name. We have to celebrate the small stuff. So just be proud. You may not feel like a whole Lord all the time, but we could be a half Lord anytime with half Lord of the fishes. I don't know what it is about yoga teachers, but something about it makes us really corny. So the corny jokes just come when teaching yoga. So if anybody has any comments on that, let me know. Or a cure, let me know. Well, just breathe in this twist. You can bring your eyes to the back wall, opposite your hand for a deeper stretch. And even by looking, maybe your neck is at its max, but can you get your eyes to look more left? That exercises and increases your peripheral vision just by kind of moving your eyeballs around. We're so focused looking at devices all the time. Studies have shown we're losing peripheral vision. So just by moving your eyeballs, you can stretch your actual eyes and increase your peripheral vision. Let's just breathe a bit. Keeping the crown of your head tall. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, stretching to the other side. Placing your eyes again to the back wall, looking all the way to the right, and even getting your eyeballs a little bit to the right. Again, working that peripheral vision. If you feel like we are holding these poses longer than you are used to, you are correct. The Share method was developed for incarcerated women who have limited space. They're short on space and long on time. And
holding poses for a while works. And then for the general public, it kind of reveals how uncomfortable we are with stillness and silence. And it's been a way to jumpstart that journey within. Let us breathe. Okay, come back to center. Bring your knees into chest again. Give yourself a little hug, a little wiggle, a little jiggle. And we are going to do it on opposite sides. So allow your right knee to gently fall to the side. Tuck in your right foot towards your midline. Keep your left leg bent. Swoop your left foot over to the other side. Place your left foot on the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, your right. Wait, maybe I did that on the wrong side, so I'll have to check my notes. But please feel free to comment if I am doing this pose wrong. I maybe have done it. No, okay, I think this is right. Okay, it's live, real work for real women, blips and bloopers and all. And what I always say is, many of our graduates say, well, I don't know if I have what it takes to teach. And I say, look, I've made mistakes and I'm teaching. So the best way to do it, one of our quotes is by Amelia Earhart, the best way to do it is to do it. So let's do it. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, palm face up, fingertips face up, palm to your right. Right arm comes all the way around, right palm to the mat, grounded behind your sits bones, and we will, I'm like all mixed up. Oh wait, we will look to the right. Okay. So here, again, we'll stretch that peripheral vision of that eyes. Thank you for your compassion when I was all mixed up. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be in such a supportive community so we can all just learn and grow.
Inhale, arms up, and exhale your right arm all the way down and around so that your right elbow is using your left outer thigh as leverage to increase the twist. Left hand, palm to the mat. Eyes looking leftward, chin looking to the back of the room, and just breathe. Again, enjoying the cleansing benefits of this seated spinal twist called Half Lord of the Fishes. Inhale, palms up, facing each other, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, place your palms down, fingers facing forward towards the edge of the mat, and swoop your knees around, and we'll come to table. In table, tuck in your belly, tuck in your navel, and try to have a nice flat back. Knees hip width apart, toes pointed forward and down, fingertips face forward, arms below your shoulders. Neck relaxed. You can kind of shake out your head and then bring it up to kind of feel relaxed, trying to find your position. On the inhale, draw your navel down, look up to the ceiling, feel the stretch in your spine. And then slowly, slowly, slowly draw your navel up. And use your breath to get deeper into this stretch. Cat-cows. So we started in a seated position, Sukhasana or easy seat. That is the first pose of the share method. And cat-cows are the second pose. For those of you who did your RYT 200 yoga teacher training with us, you know these poses well. And these are wonderful poses to use as a warm-up. On an exhale, we're going to keep our tailbone high and stretch, scooch out our arms in front of us, and place your chin on the mat to really stretch your neck, shoulders. This is downward puppy. This is not an official share method pose, but it can feel really good. It is sort of halfway between table and child's pose, and then we'll transition into wide-legged child's pose. Pressing your knees out towards the outer edge of the mat and bringing your big toes together. Placing your forehead on the mat. Reaching, reaching, reaching your fingertips out. Trying to connect your sacrum to your heels, and let us breathe. This is a pose you can always come back to. Again, it's not one of our 45 key signature poses, but it feels really great, and it is definitely a staple of yoga. We just really had to pick and choose what poses to focus on so our custodial population could have a go-to repertoire to teach a class that they know like the back of their hand. And some poses like child's pose are more instinctive, so we didn't need to formally teach it, but we can formally enjoy it. Let's take a few more breaths here. Really allow yourself to sink into this. What are you holding on to? And what will happen if you just let go? Walk your hands to the right side and really push that left hip down to your heels as you walk your hands to your right side, and just feel this whole left side body stretch. Your obliques, you may feel it under your armpit. You're going to feel the stretch in your tightest point. So for some people, the tightest point might even be their thigh. They might feel this in their legs. Where you feel it is your first point of resistance. Just breathe into it. If you feel like you are having trouble breathing in this pose, you might want to place your right ear to the mat. And definitely breathing safely is number one, so please make adjustments with your own good judgment to maintain safety. We're going to be here for a little bit, just enjoy the maximum benefits of the stretch. Walk your hands a little bit more to the right. Now we've been in this pose a while, we can get a little deeper into this stretch.
one more final deeper enhancement. Walk your hands a little bit more to the right. Okay, walk your hands all the way now to the left side, and we'll do that same wonderful, deep, delicious stretch on the left side. So here we're in child's pose. We're walking our hands to the left side to enjoy a nice deep stretch on our right side body. So as our fingertips are facing left, our right hip is drawing toward our right side. I'm just gonna try to stay decent here. Okay, so enjoy this stretch to the right. So your hands are going left and your hip is going right for a nice stretch of your right side body, a way to stretch the torso while in child's pose. Notice the difference between your two sides. Is one tighter than the other? Now that we've been in this pose for a little bit, walk your fingertips even more to the left for a little deeper of a stretch. And for one final enhancement, walk your hands even more to the left for an even deeper stretch.
And walk your hands back to center. Push up to thunderbolt pose. Gently shift to the side. Stretch your legs out in front of you and gently bring your spine back to the mat in a slow manner so that you're engaging your abdominals and getting a nice ab workout. When you come down, hold the back of your skull with your hands, tuck your chin in close to your chest, and then gently roll your neck back, trying to gain as much connection with the back of your neck, the back of your legs, and your spine. Inhale your arms up, have them come to cactus arms. Inhale your knees into chest and have them gently fall to the right side. I had to think about that one. It was a little bit too relaxed. Straighten out your arms so that you're in the position of the letter T. To really make that letter T a reality, straighten out your right leg. Place your left palm of your hand over, your right palm of your hand over your left outer thigh, and enjoy a nice reclined spinal twist. Now that it is the last 10 minutes of class, I'm going to reveal a little secret. If you noticed, this entire class has been on the mat, specifically designed to show that Cassy, Pippin, and others, Cassy, for those of you who have joined us late, is our 2023 Scholarship Award winner. Her and others with limited mobility can definitely become an awesome yoga teacher. Don't even need to be able to stand to be an awesome yoga teacher. We all have a gift to give. Many of us, or all of us, have a different gift, but we all have a gift to give. So Cassy made this class be a class to further support you in your vision, to know that whether you can stand or not stand, no obstacle shall get in your way. Just as you said in your words that you know that you know that you can make a difference, and you know that you can overcome any obstacle, and we know that you can do it too, and we are your cheerleaders, and we're right there, a step behind you. In case you fall back, we're there to prop you up again, and let's do it. Inhale, knees back into chest. Exhale, left leg long, right leg comes all the way around with your right knee bent. Left hand comes to your right outer thigh. Inhale your right arm up all the way around and exhale it so it is perpendicular to you. Right palm face up to the ceiling, faces up to the ceiling, and your eyes have a gentle gaze over the right palm. Let us breathe and celebrate all our abilities and celebrate the challenges of overcoming those abilities that we don't have, because that's where confidence is built. And that's where we truly can feel autonomous by knowing, hey, we don't have some stuff, but we did a workaround, so anything is possible. I have a story where I like to tell folks that I spent a month in China when I was 18. I didn't speak any Chinese. I traveled all around the country, rural China, etc. I got lost, nobody spoke English. You know, that's a typical American comment, so I apologize, like it should be expected, but even if I spoke Chinese, it wouldn't have done me any good, because even if I spoke Mandarin, because there are so many different dialects in these remote areas. But basically, after that experience, I realized I would never be afraid of moving or making myself acclimated to any new city because nothing could have been as hard as that experience. And it's through these obstacles that we find freedom. Through the discomfort, we ultimately emerge more comfortable. Inhale, the knees into chest. Exhale, soles of the feet up, arms up, palms facing each other. Dead bug, also an unofficial ShareLove.Fund's pose, but super fun for our RYT, Registered Children's Yoga Teacher Training in our 95-hour course. The kids love it, but this is a wonderful pose that we normally teach in our children's classes before Savasana because it helps kids get the sillies out before Savasana. But guess what? Even adults have trouble with Savasana too. So I recommend this pose for all ages. We'll breathe and then we'll slowly let our legs down to enjoy a nice core exercise as we lead into 5 minutes of Savasana. Final resting pose, your treat for all of your great work today as RYT 300s. I'm so proud of you guys doing the advanced course. Heels hip width apart, toes gently fanning out. Release any tension in your glutes. Try to connect your spine with the mat. Again, you can reach your hands, clasp your hands behind your skull, tuck your chin into your chest, gently roll it back to release tension in your neck. Sweep your arms up and all the way around with a final resting position of 6 to 8 inches away from your body, palms face up. You don't need to exaggerate having your fingers straight. You can let them curl or whatever is comfortable. Your eyes can be closed or have a soft gaze. Chin is facing up. I am facing to the side to interact more easily, but please face your chin up. In Savasana, we can do a brief body scan because I know some of you are not so comfortable with silence. So with each breath at your own pace, this is not meditative type breathing where you try to do a belly breath or so forth. But this is just your own natural breathing, your own rise and fall of your breath. You may want to place a hand on your stomach and a hand on your heart to feel grounded, to feel secure. With each breath, you can imagine the parts of you softening, being nourished, and relaxed. It is common for body scans to start at the feet and end with the head. So let us begin. As you inhale, pay attention to your toes and foot joints, arch of your foot and heel. And as you exhale, feel your entire foot becoming soft with a sensation of being cradled. Inhale, and paying attention to your ankles and shins, calves and knees and thighs, hips and glutes, your whole legs as big, long, heavy logs, relaxed, stable, secure. And as you exhale, feel proud of this pillar of strength, these 2 pillars of strength that enable you to rise every day. And inhale, Paying attention to your hips. Feeling the tension perhaps, or stretching of your psoas. All the workings of your tummy and your spine as it connects to the mat. Feel your heart and your shoulders rolling open and your shoulder blades connecting with the mat. And on your exhale, allow all of this to smooth out, like you're spreading out your back like warm butter. Almost like maybe slime oozing out, connecting with the mat, losing its shape in an effort to totally relax. Now draw your attention to your neck and how it connects to your shoulders and back and the back of your skull. And breathe in to your neck area. Really concentrate on your breath connecting to your neck. Your body's communication highway, the spine. And let it soften. Let it fall closer to the mat. Knowing that if you let go, your head won't fall. There's nothing to hold up. You're already on the ground, secure. Inhale, paying attention to your jaw, your lips, your eyes, your facial muscles. And as you exhale, allow all those facial muscles to soften. Imagine warm light shining on your face. And you just feel at ease. You're welcome to stay in this state of bliss for as long as you want. For those of you that need this class to end promptly at 11:30, inhale your knees into your chest. Gently roll to your right or left side. And slowly, at your own pace, to prevent feeling lightheaded, sit up to a comfortable seated position. How do you feel? May the light in me be the light in you. Have a blessed day. Namaste. For those of you who wish to teach for a cause, you can volunteer by emailing yoga@ShareLove.Fund. Have a blessed day.